Good evening. Tonight we are headed out to Stream and Scream Media Preview Night. Unfortunately, it is raining tonight, so we're not going to get as much of an experience as we had initially planned to. But initially we were supposed to be able to go and do the trick-or-treating part and then do the drive-through haunt experience. Tonight, because of the rain, we're only able to do the drive-through haunt experience. Still going to be fun, still excited to see what it's like. And if you're interested in this experience, we did an entire video previewing it. And if you're interested in attending this event, it goes over a lot of the things that you need to know about this event. And we'll put a link to that video in the description down below. I'm just excited to go to a Halloween event. And this is a new and exciting way to do it in the new COVID-19 world. So let's go do a drive-through haunted attraction. Well, this is definitely nicer than the last time that we came. There's actually people on the road with us. More people headed out to Scream and Stream. Here we are. We have made it to Boggy Creek Airboat Rides, and we're gonna go through Stream and Scream. But first, we can go inside and check out some of the merch, some of the food options available, and then they're gonna debut the Fog Queen, their original character, and then we'll get to drive through the haunt.
Greetings, patients, friends. Thank you for making the journey out to see me this evening. Do you feel that chill in the air? And there's something in the air that smells so familiar. Does anyone know what that is? I was going to say despair, but good try. Is everyone excited? Thrilled, overjoyed, overzealous? I'm a retranslation of ages of suffering upon you. And hopefully it's a language you can understand. It does seem as though the spirits have called on me, asking me to come from away.
Alright, now that we've met the Fog Queen, it's time to try some of the food. I wonder if he approves of the food. He's playing us a harmonica song. Wonder what we're gonna get. Some pizza fries? Some pizza tots? Alright, here are my pizza tots. They look pretty good. Yeah, not quite melted, but I think they'll still taste delicious. Let's give them a try. We stopped off to see some of the merch. They've got a face mask that says Scream and Stream, and then they have a poster. Ooh, I like that. And how much is everything?
The poster is $5 in tax. The masks are $16 in tax.
Awesome, thank you so much. All right, now that we've checked everything out, let's go do the drive-through haunt. I'm excited, really excited. So, just so you know, you can film and take photos in the haunt, but you can't do that if you're driving. So I have somebody that's driving me tonight, and I'll be able to film. But normally, if I were just driving by myself, I wouldn't be able to film or take photos. So, let's go inside. I'm so excited for this. After seeing the preview and everything, really excited to see how it turned out. All right, we are headed in. We're going to the movies.
Sacrifice! Sacrifice!
Oh, she's yelling sacrifice at us.
You dare come in these woods unannihiled, uninvited? Well, my followers! My followers will show you what happens when you come to these woods without an invitation. I'll take your head, I'll take your heart, and they will be mine. But never fear, your souls will live forever in the bosom of the Dark Lord. You see all the cars that line the roads around you? Their occupants, every single one of them met their end. And my knife's edge! Your head will make a nice centerpiece on the altar. But don't fear, every single part of you will be there, and every single part of you will be part of the glorious sacrifice to the Dark Lord.
Look, I need your help! I need you to help me! I need you to help me to get hard enough! Have you seen my boyfriend? Have you need to open this. I need to open this. Please help me. Can you help me, please? You need to hide. You need to hide. This is dangerous out here. It's dangerous. You need to go hide. Go hide.
Heroic little rabbits, get help! Find help! You won't find any.
Please! Please! You've got to help me! I'm hurt! And I can't seem to find my girlfriend anywhere! My parents, they're gonna kill me! There's crazy people out here, and they're gonna get you too! Get out of here before it's too late! Please, please find help! Get out before it's too late! Please!
I love this.
Get out of here! Oh.
I see here. Would you like a foot long? I can give you the 10-finger discount.
Hi, can I have you guys stop right here? Awesome, thank you so much. How's y'all's night been going?
So far, so good.
So far so good. We have a bit of a problem up ahead, but I did call it in on the radio, so hopefully a stage tech will come out and fix it for us before we continue. So, have you guys been enjoying Scream and Stream?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this is my first night, so I'm not really sure how long it's going to take for them to come, or if they're going to come at all. So, did I do that? You're next for the sacrifice tonight. Down my road. To the left. Come on down. To the left, 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 to the left. Because you won't be left for much longer. Have you ever been to a sacrifice before?
No.
No, you're in for a treat. Although people don't normally make it past their first one. Keep on coming a little bit more, little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. Perfect, right here. What is your name?
Well, that's Mike.
What's your name? I can't hear you! Mike? Well, Mike, we got special plans for you tonight. And you might as well make it a party for everyone. Proceed before I change my mind. We'll see you at the show. You!
Down from him be the dark waits no longer. He wants to instill this greatness, unlock the powers inside. We have that final puzzle piece. Here is that puzzle piece, the key to unlocking your mind and body. We shall instill hallucinogen dark one nectar, which I fill and engorge and power. The chalice of your transportation to him. You can only be there if I grant you the powers that be inside his mind and now is inside yours. The Dark One awaits. You will proceed forward and enjoy all he may bring. Go now. Enjoy the movement you've been blessed with. As I pull next another.
and they'll take you too. But you know what? I managed to get one of theirs. And I wish he was alive so that you could see how good my aim is. Because I am not afraid anymore. So if you see one of those freaks, you better send them here to the head cheerleader because I'll be waiting with my bag. Okay?
Did y'all have your tickets for tonight's sacrifice? It's going to be a beautiful show, and we've got VIP seats saved just for you. Justin loved his show so much he stayed for an encore performance. But the thing is, Justin got lucky. His ticket was half off. Your audience is waiting, and the curtain's coming down. For good. You don't want to be late.
Shocking, isn't it?
So it's actually the next day, and I kind of took overnight to kind of digest my thoughts on Scream and Stream. I really liked it. It had a nice hometown haunt feel to it. And we used to go to hometown haunts all the time in years past, and it kind of like brought back a lot of great memories for me of going to these like smaller budget hometown haunts. And like if you're expecting Halloween Horror Nights, this is definitely not Halloween Horror Nights. Halloween Horror Nights has this gigantic budget, whereas like Scream and Stream would have a smaller budget, and I think they did a fantastic job with the budget that they have. The set pieces were really, really good. I really like the set design. One of my favorite scares, or one of my favorite things that happened during the entire drive-thru, was that wood chipper scene. The effect that they had there was so good. It really looked like there was blood spraying out, but it was just water. It was just water with a red light behind it. And I also really liked there was a gigantic like cow skull puppet thing. It was kind of hard to tell in the video, but it was this gigantic skull that as you drove up to it, it actually followed your car as you moved through the trail. And it was a fantastic effect, and I really, really liked it. I also liked the storyline, and I liked how they had kind of like a fake out in the middle where one actor was like, oh, we have an issue up ahead, we're gonna have to hold you right here, and then a cult member comes out and like gets them. It was great. So last night I was originally thinking like maybe this could be like for the entire family if your family's like into haunts and scares and things like that. And yeah, I think it could be as long as your kids are okay with gore. And I know that that's, you know, every family is different, but I think that there were no characters like jumping out at you. There were like frightening things happening. So it was more of a psychological thriller type scare as opposed to a jump out and get you scare. So I do have to point out though that it's very far away. It's quite far away from everything. It's out in Boggy Creek Airboat Rides, and that's out in the middle of the woods. I put bug spray on, and there were still bugs that got into the car, and I still got bit by bugs. So be prepared, put on a lot of bug spray. I think maybe I just kind of was like not as liberal as I should have been with the bug spray, and then I probably would have been totally fine. However, there were still bugs that got into the car and were like hanging out in the car from like the lights in the car or like the lights on the dash. They were just attracted to it, and there were just bugs attracted to the lights throughout the trail too. So just be ready for bugs. And then as far as the price goes, so it starts at $50 per car, and that's up to 8 people in the car. If you have a van, that's a fantastic deal if you can fit 8 people in your van. If you have a car, 4 people feels like a really good deal. Like $12, $12.50 a person. Like not bad for what you get. And they also have food there. I do think that the food, like the pizza fries, the cheese could have been melted more. They were still delicious, but I wish that the cheese was just a little bit more melty on the top. And I think that that'll come like as they progress through the season, changes will happen, especially with the food and with the haunt side. Like if there was any sort of kinks that we saw tonight, those could work themselves out and be better and better and better as the season progresses. And that's the same thing with any haunt that you go to. Opening night or the first night, they're always going to find little things here and there that they want to change. Even the big guys, like Halloween Horror Nights on opening day, they're missing scares. You're not getting all the scares. There's just things that happen on opening night of a haunt or an attraction. Oh, another thing is that just be prepared that if it rains the day that you go, because like I said, they do this rain or shine. It wasn't raining while we were there, but the ground was extremely wet, very muddy. Like your car will get muddy, and your shoes, if you get out of the car and go to do the food and stuff like that, your shoes will get muddy. So like I said, be prepared. You're going out into the woods basically to go through this haunt. Your car will get mud on it if it had rained that day. If it didn't rain that day, there might be like maybe some dust that gets on your car. But just be prepared for those sort of things. So the Fog Queen that we met earlier in the video, she's a meet and greet character. So when you go in to like get some food or you're waiting for your time to go through the trail, you can meet her, take your photo with her. There's all little photo ops around and there's merchandise. It's a nice way to spend the evening, and you could also do, which we didn't get to experience the trick-or-treating aspect of it tonight. We'll probably go back with Jackson because it starts early enough in the evening that he won't be ready for bed yet. He'll probably fall asleep on the way home, but we could do some trick-or-treating, and what they do is you drive the same trail, but they like drop candy in through tubes, socially distant, trick-or-treating. You could make an entire night out of it where you go with the family and do some trick-or-treating ahead of time, then you hang out, you get some dinner, and then once the sun goes down, as long as you've paid for both tickets, the trick-or-treating ticket and the haunt drive-through ticket, then you could do the drive-through as well, and even do a nighttime airboat ride through Boggy Creek Airboat Rides. It's an entire evening that you could be spending at this location. So all in all, I had a fantastic time. I can't wait to go back and do trick-or-treating. I can't wait. Maybe we'll be able to go back one time with Jen and we'll be able to go through the haunt drive-through with Jen. So like I said, all in all, a fantastic trip out to Scream and Stream, and thank you to Scream and Stream for having us out. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to help. And today's organization that we would like to shine a spotlight on is Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida, and that is our local food bank here in Central Florida, and Scream and Stream has partnered with them in order to donate a portion of the proceeds from the haunt to Second Harvest Food Bank. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about what Second Harvest Food Bank is doing and support them, whether it's going to Scream and Stream or by donating through their website or just learning about them, that would be fantastic. And we'll put a link to their website in the description down below. And thank you guys for watching this video.